Yeah,
Cruz, their fourth meeting right now. And Andy Cruz is 3-0 versus Davis, the Cuban fighter, 25-year-old, the number 3 seed. He's supposed to be here. 2018 Male Athlete of the Year in Cuba, sang a lot with that strong boxing program they've had there. We've already seen a couple of Cuban gold medals in earlier fights this week. And here comes Andy Cruz. You talked earlier with Keyshawn before this all started about how he felt about possibly meeting Cruz, which looked like that was what was going to happen when the brackets were drawn.
He says, I'm 22 now. When we fought before, I was 19. I'm older, I'm stronger, I'm faster, I'm smarter, and I'm ready to win a gold medal.
And boxes out of the blue corner, representing. This has been the best Olympics in terms of medals for U.S. men since 2000 in Sydney. Duke Reagan with the silver in feather. Later on tonight, Richard Torrez Jr. will be fighting for the super heavyweight title. And on the women's side, O'Shea Jones taking.
Go ahead, folks. Go ahead. Yeah, man, I gotta see what the young boy do. Yeah, I gotta see what the young boy do.
Keyshawn Davis probably would be seated in this had he had enough amateur fights. But because of the coronavirus, some were postponed. He got in here because the Boxing Task Force recognized the work he'd done prior to the pandemic. So that's how he got back on the U.S. team. And that's how he's here trying once again the fourth time against the man he's yet to beat, Andy Cruz, and a gold medal is on the line. There's Davis in the red. Fires out that jab early.
You got a heavyweight in this jump too.
He also said, I want to punch more. We don't see the punch output right now, but guess what? He's got Andy Cruz, one of the most electrifying fighters in Cuba, standing in front of him. He can't just let his hands go. He has to be smart, as he said, but he has to start to let his hands go a little more than he has to this point.
That was a good left there, flicked out by Cruz.
Nobody doing too much tonight right now. I got Keyshawn up to the truth. I feel like he landed more.
You are exactly right. When I watched this fight, both of their fights in 2019, and I said, okay, speed for speed, they're very close. And you go down the list, they're very close with everything. But that number one thing right there has got to be the smartness, the intelligence in the ring. Keyshawn Davis has to outthink Andy Cruz in order to beat him.
He comes in on Cruz. Cruz is at a green with the right.
The counter punching ability right there from Keyshawn Davis.
Oh, what channel this is? CNBC.
Davis fighting with a lot of confidence here in the early going.
It's interesting with Andy Cruz, you got to mix up the rhythm. You got to get feints right there. A big overhand right. I'm actually not mad at that. Why? Because that's a different look than what he's been given to this point. So he's mixing up his punch selection right now, Keyshawn Davis, and I think that is really.
And it might be getting tired, I think. And it might be getting kind of tired, I think. Mike, come on, Jason, do it.
Cuban said, wait a minute. Come back later. We have another fighter we're going to send instead. And they did. So here he is in his Olympic debut, making it to the gold medal round. Fairly even fight right now.
And I knew that. I knew that this would be a back and forth match. It's a matter of who can touch. This fight's about touching. This fight isn't about hitting and hurting until it has to get there. Until that point, I'll think Andy Cruz, try to outbox Andy Cruz, beat him to the punch, and be last to throw if you're Keyshawn Davis.
Get those clean punches in. Like Davis just did with the right. Yeah. Nice counter by Davis. Final seconds, round one. This round is so important, as we've seen with the judges, who gets off to a good start. Coming right back is Cruz. He knows that well. And there's round one between Davis and Cruz. Gold on the line.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that jump was close.
There are some other countries out there that do it, but the Cubans are notorious for it.
I want to get a water out the
when they land that punch, they will signal one hand in the air, almost like a subliminal message to the judges around the ring that they've landed a punch. You see Keyshawn right there, he lands a punch. Let's see if one of them pulls it off right here. The hook. There's the counter hook right there from Andy Cruz. This is gonna be a back. There it is, right there. There's the hand going up. And Keyshawn's like, I landed too.
Well, he was giving the signal as you look at Andy Cruz, the 25-year-old Cuban. There's Billy Walsh in his second tour as the head coach of the U.S. Olympic team. He's done a great job. Andy Cruz gets
Dang, they got the draw out the one. Ooh, they got the draw out the one.
When he also lost that first round. They come out for round 2, gold on the line here.
That's the Olympic shit, bro. They should.
Well, Kenny, here's what we know. When the fighter loses the first
round,
round,
talking to Keyshawn, you better.
Comes out with a sense of urgency, a willingness to win. You have to win that second round. You cannot fall 2 rounds behind. So we're going to
Keyshawn following in. Keyshawn don't need to fall in.
We're going to see him let his hands go a little more, take more chances than he did that first round, and hopefully he benefits from it.
But he has to wonder, of course, taking the fight to Cruz.
Come on, dang it. Yeah.
This fight over. That's what Davis has to do. Too aggressive.
You can't get too aggressive against a fighter who likes that type of fight. Andy Cruz is the type of fighter that he wants you to come at him. The more you come at him, the more he finds his rhythm and his distance that he likes to fight at. And we see Andy Cruz, that something that he can do is give a lot of different looks. We see the hands down, we see the hands up, he shuffles his feet a little bit, a lot of different looks. It makes the fight complicated for Keyshawn Davis.
Davis again, he's heard all the talk. He knows no American man has won a gold medal in boxing since 2004. A lot of expectations. He's followed through. He's made it to the final fight. The gold medal fight against his old nemesis, Andy Cruz of Cuba, who has a 3-0 edge on him in their series.
Let's go. Get that. Yay. He stoned him. He stoned him a little bit. Let's go. Come on, man. Get loose. Get loose, Keyshawn. Get that business. Get that business. Let's go. He hurt him. He hurt Keyshawn. Realize. Don't you get hurt, but realize that you got him. Do what Keyshawn 3 times. This for the gold medal. For the big jump.
One more time to my podcast, he said, I have to be poised. And I think that is the common denominator between these two fighters. Whoever can remain poised,
Damn, he got Keyshawn. He ate it, though. Keyshawn got him.
But he's got to remain poised in those moments when he wants to take chances. He's got to finish this round strong.
Cruz trying to get a couple more shots in before the bell.
Bitch.
They tie up.
If you had the first one for Cruz, Keyshawn for sure won the second.
Keyshawn Davis, did the judges see it that way?
Much stronger second round for Keyshawn Davis.
What's good, Xavier?
Deliver some power to Andy Cruz, and if you look at Andy
What's
Cruz
good,
right now, he certainly has Andy Cruz.
He caught him a couple times. That round. Bitch.
You see the feet shuffle a little bit right there, but then Andy Cruz technically that he landed
that's the jump right there.
Big right hand landed by Davis. Couple of big right hands landed by Davis in that second round.
Can't say enough about the job that man Billy Walsh has done with the 16
My
and the 20
USA
Olympic team. We look at the scoring last round and look at Keyshawn Davis all the way across.
I'm supposed to have my shit on today, but I got the days mixed up. You know, they trying to do it from outside. I'm supposed to put my shit on tomorrow.
Here's what we know. There's 3 minutes to go to the side goal. Keyshawn Davis from Norfolk, Virginia, and the red.
Don't get mad. Let this man spark you, Keyshawn.
Let's see what Andy Cruz does. Is Andy Cruz
Chill about that.
in his boxing style, what he loves to do, or is this sense of urgency going to increase?
What my nigga Ghost said, I ain't saying Ghost all day. What's good, Poor County? Shout out Poor County coming through this jump.
Round 2, and we said round 3.
Nah, not that. Let it go. Let it go. I ain't seen go shot since the morning block. More folk.
Cruz still very poised. This man has won 26 straight fights coming into this gold medal final. Dancing around a little bit here. Davis said he got a lot of advice.
I fuck with how this my core people, this and all the strangers and shit that come in when I do the fights. Who got caught? I fuck with that. I fuck with how these my normal folk. USA niggas go to win that limp for real. Keyshawn fighting to win the whole. We got another one though. Torrez fight later on too though. We still got Torrez too, Tim. We need this to come out, Keyshawn. Yeah, for sure. I got him up right now. So far this round too. Shit. If you get the first round was close. You didn't win one of them. Yeah, he was one of them.
Not his speed from Cruz, and I think that the speed is what's getting to Keyshawn Davis right now. Keyshawn has got to turn his engine
Derek said we tied 30, we tried.
on.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Another point.
Cruz is in control, and forcing Keyshawn Davis to react.
Lightweight division. Gold on the line. 50 seconds to go. Davis in the red. Cruz in the blue.
You got 50
Good
seconds.
zone.
Keep it
Good
together. Lay
zone.
it all out.
Oh, good right again by Davis.
Big right hand by Davis there.
Let's go. Come on, man. Let's go, Keyshawn. Stay at it, dog. Stay at it. He might get it there. He looking good right now. I like it. They both just scored. I mean, these boys fighting though. Cruz look like he might be getting tired. Get caught with this. He missed it.
Davis, another good exchange with Cruz.
I think he got it. Yeah.
Final 5 seconds.
Oh, Keyshawn.
2 more punches, perhaps. Davis goes
It's
in.
illegal.
And that's it. Tell you what.
2-1 Davis. I got a 2-1 Davis. If you get Cruz the first one, Davis, yeah. If you get Cruz the first one, Davis got the last 2. He got him, man. I think he got him, y'all. I think he got him.
There is gold on the line. Will it be Keyshawn Davis
I think
breaking
he
the
got
drought
him.
for
You know how they do us in America? Don't know how they do American fighters, bro, over there.
I tell you what, a jab landed by Davis, and Cruz threw his hand up. But forget all that. This fight was so back and forth, and so was that third round. I think the third round was the most competitive round of boxing that these guys had throughout the entire tournament that they both had.
It's been a great run for the man from Norfolk, Virginia, the 22-year-old Keyshawn Davis.
I say Davis won 2-1, bro. No. No, man. No. Fuck no.
I tell you what, Penny, I don't know if they can hear it at home, but this is their heartbeat. I know you can hear it in your ears, and I didn't know whose name was going to get called.
Robert. Robert.
And I can't say the same about no dance moves by Andy Cruz.
And what a great run for Keyshawn Davis, a silver medal that he's taking back.
Spring on that bitch.
His unbeaten pro career, and he came in here and he showed the world.
Robbery, bro. Floyd told us, hey, shoot everybody. Hey, I don't know what this means. Hey, look, fuck that. Fuck that. Hey, look, man. Robbery, bro. He know he lost. That's why he's so happy. That's why he's so happy. He know he lost. Robert, man. Floyd told us what was up, man. Floyd told us what was up with this shit. Same thing they did to Floyd. It's Floyd all over again. We got Richard fight. Richard fight tonight. Two. Richard probably got the last fight. Damn. Richard jumped it. Two. I'm gonna go see wake up on y'all ass. Damn, they just robbed Keyshawn like that, bro. Probably 130. Damn, they just robbed Keyshawn like that, bro. So we got 2 silvers and we got a bronze. So we gotta count on Richard to get us a gold. God damn, they robbed us. They ain't want us to beat China. They ain't want us to have more golds than China, bro. Oh God, he was timing it, piecing his ass up, man. Man, he was, man, Keyshawn, nah, bro, fuck that. Keyshawn was piecing that man ass up, dog. If I rob little Keyshawn like that, bro, we supposed to have them. They don't supposed to be now, bro. They don't supposed to be now to put us in front of China. No, yeah. We probably get the most medals, period, though, I think, still. But they're supposed to put us Olympic scoring is trash, bro, fast. Yeah, blow his ass out, blow. I always see the different language, because we don't speak different language. You see everybody here speaking English. They coming up with some different language shit, blow their ass out. Y'all did right. Blow their ass out. Yeah, man, Keyshawn for sure supposed to win it. The Cuban know it. That's why the Cuban was so happy. He's so happy with Keyshawn should have dropped his ass right there when he ran in front. He should have dropped his ass, flipped his ass. He should have sprung on his ass, then suplexed his ass. They need to fight in the pro. He'll beat his ass in the pro.
For some people, Emgality helps prevent migraine days from starting in the first place. Don't use if allergic to Emgality. Allergic reactions such as itching, rash, hives, and trouble breathing can occur.
Yeah, see, I'm glad y'all shot his ass. He called this big shit. I'm glad y'all shot his ass. You probably get a lot of trolls and shoot all that different language shit. Y'all don't give a fuck what it means. He said it mean. My homie Torrez just said it mean. He called us dicks. Yeah, it might be right. You probably right. Yeah, he did this. Just fuck. Like, yeah, all that, shoot all that shit. Shoot all that shit. They come on and get my views up and shit. Let me see what it is on this. I'm be finna be on here too, man. I'm on different finna go shit for y'all and way back over in Torrez fight. I'm gonna sit alone for like 120. I'm gonna be mad as hell I wake up. I'm gonna be mad as hell I wake up and then just be out. Hey, hit my like button, man. Keyshawn, hit my goddamn like button. Yeah, I know he already, bro. Hit my motherfucking like button. Hit my like button, man. Yeah, that right there. Yeah, that right there.
Their last loss was back in 1992. That was 29 years ago during the Barcelona game. Let's take it to the second quarter. Brittany Griner's hitting 6-7. They take advantage of that. She gets it inside. And just literally moments later, it's Griner again getting it, doing what she can, and just laying it back in to extend their lead to 40.
I seen the girls beat their ass earlier when I was watching it.
The team cannot stop Brittany Griner. She had 30 points, the most ever by U.S. women in Olympic finals. And
I watched them yesterday.
she gets it from downtown, knocks down the three, 66-47.
Yeah, man, we still got Torrez in this shit. Yeah. Yeah, Jay, robbed that young man. He won them last two. Yeah, we got Torrez. We got
Torrez. Now coming up next, a big surprise at the Velodrome, and it featured an American name.
Yeah, they did ride Keyshawn, man.
Streaming now.
Hey, God. It's Torrez next. Now, I don't think he next, bro. Now, Cruz ain't garbage. He ain't garbage, but he lost that one, bro. He lost that one. He lost that one. And I think he know he lost it. Keyshawn should sprung on that bitch when he got his camera, too. Man, he should try to hit that bitch with a right hook and flip this bitch. He little as hell. You saw Keyshawn about to flip him in the second round. First round. Come on, man. He too good. Keyshawn should have sprung on his ass and dumped his ass. Yeah, he cool. Yeah, he can fight. I ain't gonna say he can't fight. Cruz can fight. I don't know. They got Torrez. They got super heavyweight last on the TV screen. And if it's going by what it's on the TV screen, the women fought. Women. Keyshawn. Oh, he next. He next. He next. He next, bro. Yeah, he next. Yeah, and dude, knocked him out. He sparked his ass. Torrez. He beat him too. So we was up against it. But yeah, they just robbed they robbed Keyshawn. Keyshawn should say, get your whole ass out my front, dude. I would say, get your whole ass out my front. Will be a fourth round in this bitch. Bitch.
At this time, last night, China held a 6-medal lead over the U.S. in terms of gold. As you can see, the U.S. is now running neck and neck with China as the games enter their final hours.
We beat their ass in total medal. But yeah, I already know. Yeah, over 12 rounds, Keyshawn to get on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They just took Keyshawn's shit. They just took Keyshawn's shit, man. We been the ass in total medal.
The first gold in track cycling ever for a U.S. woman. Let's listen in as Valente stands.
They ain't want us to be in front of China, brother. They fuck just took Keyshawn silver. Keyshawn gold. We got 2 silvers in the bun now. We got what I'm telling you. They showing this other shit right now. So fuck, we gonna keep. I'm gonna end up letting this goddamn beat on y'all. As soon as they leave. I'm turning this bitch up loud. Y'all gonna be listening to the shit. I done fell asleep on their ass before. Okay. They know I fall asleep on their ass. If I get too sick, what's good, Macadocious Mac? Yeah, they robbed Key. They robbed Key and they robbed Fox today. They tried to rob Fox twice today. And they robbed DJ around the corner. Fox, DJ, and Keyshawn go around. Yeah. If Alex Alberto G come here talking that shit, if my nigga Alex come here talking that shit, y'all, I'm gonna take Alex wrench and I want everybody to time his ass out as many times as they can. Don't block him. But if he come in here talking that shit, Alex Alberto G, I want to try to time him out as many times as I can. He be talking shit about silver and bronze medals and shit. So, you know, I just want to be understood. So whenever y'all see him, whether it's tomorrow or whenever, we gonna get his ass, okay? 2 for 1, key 1. Yeah, facts, 2-1. They always cheat for. In fact, Floyd told us, bro. Floyd told us what the beating was. Key go knock the next play fight out. Yeah, fact. They robbed Key. Yeah, God, TV, man, boxing me. Yeah, appreciate you sliding through this one, bro. Yeah, they robbed Key. That's all, bro. They want us to get that goal. They want us to get that goal lead. I don't think it is the next fight. So I only see Torrez on the thing.
Congratulations, Jennifer. The USA has a few chances to surpass the Chinese in the game's final hours. The women's volleyball team is playing its gold medal match versus Brazil and leads 2 sets to none. And remember, U.S. boxer Richard Torrez Jr. still has a gold medal bout coming up.
He next. Nah, I feel leave me with the He did all good. He did have it. Damn, they just robbed Keyshawn like they y'all mad at. What's up, Mac? They make it's Macadocious Mac of the South. Yeah, I did like how they did. Yeah, they robbed Fox too, but they robbed Keyshawn and Fox today. And they robbed my nigga DJ. They robbed DJ Scat Pack. Fuck the Olympic. We mad. Yeah, man. Yeah, they robbed. Yeah, Keyshawn 3-0 as a pro. He 3-0 as a pro, but we talking about the jump tonight though. They just robbed him, man, and they took his main goal from him, bro. Because I had my lucky shirt on. Yeah, I put my lucky shirt on. See, I had my lucky shirt on when we won basketball yesterday. See, I robbed that man, fool.
Miss your pizza. There's always your pizza plus one.
It's in the kitchen, all right. It's on the washing machine. It's in the box. Damn.
Come on, bud, you're scaring him. Walter.
I'm mad they robbed Keyshawn, bro.
Okay, last one.
Jenkins. Hey, I need to start Richard shit.
I know, right? It's the multiplex tailgate.
Pick the life of, I got one dislike. It's probably that dude that came here called this dicks.
What's so great about him? He never works base.
I'm high, y'all.
He's a cat. The Chevy Silverado with the available multiplex tailgate. Well, then, go get some firewood. Find new adventures. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
Welcome back. Plenty more live boxing coming up. The first, an Olympic athlete's highest highs and lowest lows have something in common, and we've witnessed it each and every night of these games. Here's NBC Sports' Mary Carrillo. I thought you were so much. It was so out of
You don't have to know the athlete, and you don't have to follow the sport they play. Because whether it's sadness, relief, grief, or pure joy, we all understand crying. Love you, Mom. Sorry.
I don't know exactly when they started Torrez shit y'all.
Clear your eyes and dust or smoke.
I'm in the chat though. Hope y'all can't see my feet. I don't know.
From the time a baby takes its first gulp of air, breathes on its own, and cries out for comfort, a good cry can self-soothe, produce endorphins, release toxins, express the inexpressible.
I'm in the chat, y'all.
After a good fight, we know it's hard to fight tears.
I mean, obviously, not our best game, not our best tournament. It sucks. It sucks.
Crying encourages closeness. Crying shows empathy, community. And in the world of sports, where being vulnerable is a given, crying's okay. It's the most natural thing in the world. The whole world. This will be their first team goal in 25 years in innings.
Hello.
I hope I make my people proud. And I hope I can use this platform to just share some positivity and love. Mary Carrillo, she's just as good at making us laugh as she is with a piece like this. And a great reminder for us all that crying is okay. Coming up next, women's middleweight boxing, and later, Richard Torrez Jr. in the super heavyweight.
Now it's the women's middleweight. It's a women's middleweight fight coming. Then Torrez.
The games of the 32nd Olympiad on the networks of NBC are brought to you by Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance. By Sing 2. Watch the new trailer out now. By Chevrolet. Find new roads. And by Peloton.
You know what it's like to connect with an audience, to make something beautiful happen, something that brings everyone together and lifts them up. Just imagine an audience 20 times bigger.
That's why I still got that band sitting up there, Isaiah. I always forget to put my shit. I ain't trying to do that. Hey.
When life becomes an uphill struggle, keep rising. Toyota, start your impossible.
Es mi niña bonita, con tu carita de rosa, cuánto la llevo a querer.
Even if you had to miss your keepsake, there's always your keepsake plus one.
Bonita.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'll keep it just rolling.
And release.
If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if he listened to those who said you need an art degree, he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
You need to face your fears.
I've been having dreams about a girl on a racket.
The Emperor asks us to bring peace. House Atreides accepts.
Kill them.
A great man doesn't seek to meet. He's called to it.
Rated PG-13.
The truth has always mattered. Weeknights go beyond the headlines and straight to the facts, the truth, the news with Shepard Smith. Weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on CNBC. And we welcome you back. In Olympic boxing, the women's middleweight division had been dominated by American Clarissa Shields, who won gold in London, then defended her title in Rio. Shields has since joined the professional ranks and became a world champion. And it's now time to find out who will succeed her as Olympic champion. Let's head back to Kenny Rice and Sean Porter for the women's middleweight finals.
Bakhodir Arena. This is day 15. We get ready to see who will be the new middleweight champ, 165-pounders. It has been dominated by Clarissa Shields, and here's the #1 seed in the world, Lauren Price, in her Olympic debut from Newport Wells, representing Great Britain. She is the first from Great Britain to medal in this weight class, and now she's trying to add to it and take back a gold. She came in here as the gold medalist at the 2019 World Championships. She has lived up to the billing, although she had a tough fight against Fontaine of the Netherlands, just squeaking by in the semifinal, Sean.
A very close fight, but she was able to fight her fight to win that one. She got a tough test ahead of her, and Lee, who also has a very good boxing style that could give Price some problems.
Here's Lee Chan. She comes in here as the #2 seed. So this is the way it was supposed to be, the two best. She's a two-time Olympian. She took home bronze from Rio in 2016. And she had, I'll say, a little bit easier time than did Price in defeating Magomedalieva of the Russian Olympic Committee.
Yeah, Lee fought smart. She fought from the outside, a lot like she has to do tonight against Price.
China has never won a gold in women's boxing. There you see the way Price got here with her 3 victories. And Lee coming in here, she has won 7 gold medals in international tournaments. Again, came close, made it to the semifinals and a bronze in Rio, hoping to do more now. The only one to ever win gold in this weight class is Clarissa Shields. It was introduced in London, and she won in 12. She won again in 16. She's gone pro and doing quite well. We talked to her the other day. We'll have more on that conversation in just a minute, and we get ready to start this. 3 3-minute rounds is what it's scheduled for. Lauren Price, Great Britain in the red, Lee of China in the blue.
See, I think refrigerate. That's your question, bro. I think depending on who get the Bridgerweight belt, somebody worth it got to get the Bridgerweight belt.
But she usually does it moving forward. So right now,
AJ,
trying to be a little smart,
Adrian,
a little more tactical.
AJ Penny.
Well, I'm sure she knows.
Depending on who get. If Canelo get the Bridgerweight belt, then it's gonna be cool.
We talked to Clarissa, and she said the
thing. Hey, y'all, did y'all hit the like button for me?
She will mimic.
We really appreciate it, man. Hit the like button for me. Really appreciate it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel.
Right, and speaking to what Clarissa said about mimicking her fighters, you
all
see
that good stuff.
The jab hand of Price pumping out, and then you see Lee start to do the exact same thing, juggle that lead hand of hers, almost pawing it as if she's going to use it. Sort of like a feint, that right there.
Oh, I'm check. I'm chilling.
Price is a couple inches shorter than Lee. Lee has a reach advantage as she goes back to southpaw, and Price sees.
Well, that's saying these women, man, these women fit as hell. These women got these helmets on. These women in shape of hell look like me, and they in shape as a motherfucker.
Hands are completely down by the waist, and it's like I've said through the course of this tournament. Why is that so effective?
Shout out Mr. Vegas. Mr. Vegas. Shout out Mr. Vegas coming through the result. Appreciate you shouting through Mr. Vegas.
Look at that jab right there by Price. Price is controlling this fight because he's willing to box Lee from the outside and force Lee to come at her. Very smart decision by Price in his first round. I didn't expect this from Price.
Price, a tremendous athlete. She was a world youth kickboxing champion.
I'm kind of in between on Bridgerweight. You know, I feel like it create more jobs. Well, he prayed more job, basically. So shit, why not? But I don't know.
Some of the best
I don't
athletes in
know
the
how I
world
feel about it.
are
I don't know.
boxers.
I gotta see how it play out. I really just gotta see how it play out.
On the outside, but use her athleticism to get to lead when she wants to, and then that little bounce right there, that she uses that bounce to get out of the way of those punches and lead. Lee has long arms, and she's not able to touch Price. Why? Because Price is an athlete, and she's using that athleticism.
Lee tried to go to the body here. Yeah, her reach has not even mattered in this fight so far.
Complete surprise by me. I think that the game plan coming into this fight by Price is excellent.
Price fighting a very smart fight to end round one. There you take a look at 27-year-old Lauren Price.
See the patience of Lauren Price in that first round. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Given Lauren Price wins on all 5 judges' scorecards, she's going to force Lee to fight more her fight, come at her. That's what she was able to do. Price, this first round, was able to make Lee commit and come after her, and it fell right into Price's hands. See, Price using the jab right there, and then using that bounce just to get out of the reach of Lee.
There's the corner of Lee. Price won the 2019 World Championships and European Championships, and she won over the judges in that first round, getting all 5 votes. The unanimous first round for the #1 seed Lauren Price in the red of Great Britain. Is Lee of China.
I agree with the scorecards. And guess what? Lee's going to have to turn it up. See more energy from Lee now.
Trying to follow up a little bit on extending that jab. She comes in with the right.
Well, here's the separation, Kenny. The separation is the technique of Price. Seems to be a level or 2, maybe even 3 above Lee. Lee punches the combination, but she punches shot. Lee has picked up her pace. I believe that Price's bounce, the little bounce that Price has, is just enough of a little feint to keep Lee at bay. But the best thing for Lee to do is to up that punch out foot, try to get at Price, but come in on an angle so that she's out of the way of Price's jab here.
She fires out that jab as Price and then gets away once again. Lee trying to cut down the angle on the soccer star as well. You see those legs moving and always moving for Price.
I kind of think it was created to entice Wilder to fight in visual.
A little running in a little bit, but for the
So I
most
get
part,
this kind
Price
of
is
saying
patient
too.
and willing to
I kind
wait
of think
as
it
long
was
as it's
created
going
to
to take
entice Wilder
Lee
to fight it, to make that Wilder
to
position.
Press again, sticking at that jab.
That's
A little bit of a combination counter there by Lee. Lee has thrown one big punch so far in this fight.
Yeah, right there. Nice little check hook by Price. Catching Lee and turning Lee.
Price has been elusive and effective when she needs to be coming in.
Gotta tell you, I'm a fan. I bounce. That's a part of my repertoire. I like to bounce. I like some rhythm. And you see the rhythm of Price is really giving Lee some trouble.
Final seconds, round 2. Another solid round for the #1 seed in the red, Lauren Price of Great Britain. She won the first round unanimously. That first round so important. There's a lot of points to make up.
Yeah.
Where there's 5 judges involved especially.
I actually thought we'd see Lee come forward a little more and a higher punch output. But see right here, Lee, as long as she comes forward like that, she's probably gonna eat a jab just like that one on her way in. Good exchange by both women right there. Price is doing her thing, working at her the beat of her drum, and really forcing Lee to fight her fight.
Price came in here with a lot of emotion. She was raised by her grandparents, Derek and Linda. Derek passed away last November, and Lauren Price has dedicated this tournament to her late grandfather. He got 4 out of the 5 votes in that second round. So a unanimous round, 4 out of the 5 in the second round. The hope for Lee here is a knockout or several knockdowns, because less than 3 minutes away is Lauren Price from standing atop the podium with a gold medal around her neck.
You're right, Kenny. It can't be just one knockdown. This is what we know. We know that a knockdown doesn't automatically make that round a 10-8 round as it would in the professional ranks. So Lee needs multiple knockdowns. She needs to get all over Price. That right there, she's got to rough up Price. She's got to make Price get uncomfortable.
And that's what she did. That was a slip, not a knockdown. Price throughout this tournament, again, she came in with so many expectations. She came in talking about her late grandfather, the memory of him. He raised her like a father. And the versatile athlete that she is, so much expected, Sean, and she really has been impressive throughout this tournament.
Very impressive, and she did it all behind that athleticism, that southpaw stance, the juggling of that top hand, and then look at that right there, some strength as well. Those women, it's hard to come in against someone not only that has a good jab, but not only is that jab good, it's strong, it's stiff. That's why Lee is at bay the way that she is. It's hard to come in on Price. Price has got a strong right hand jab and a strong backhand. That left hand is strong as well.
She's a world kickboxing champ. She's the player of the year in the Welsh Premier Women's Soccer League. And you can see she just doesn't slow down. From stamina, she is probably as fit as any boxer in this tournament in any division.
It's like I always say, depending on your style, you need to tailor your conditioning to your style. And we can see that not only does Price have the athleticism, but she's got the conditioning to go along with it. It makes her very hard to beat. She's on her way to winning the gold medal.
Lee comes in and Price gives her a combination. Remember Jenny Fuchs of the U.S. who came in? They called her Seabiscuit because she'd run track at LSU. They said she wouldn't stop running. Visiting, she and Price is just in a marathon. Just turn them loose and let them go.
You're right.
Right now it is Price, though, trying to make this a sprint in the final 50 seconds to gold as she snaps off that jab.
And guess what, Kenny? It's so much easier to fight the way you
look
fight.
at that left. Lee comes in and Price right down the middle.
Nice straight left right there by Price. But it's so much easier to do what you got to do, how you like to do it when things are going your way. Till this point, Price is up 2 rounds to none. She feels good. It's easy for her to bounce. Easy for her to have that rhythm and look good and cruise her way to a victory and the gold medal. Good jab. Good jab.
She's looking so good here. It's easy to forget at times she's fighting the number 2 seed in league.
Yeah, you're right.
But Price looks like she's fighting an unseeded fighter. That's how in control she has been throughout. And that is the end of the fight. What a performance by Lauren Price of Great Britain.
Very good performance by Lauren Price.
Larissa Shields, she's the only one that's won gold in this division. She did it twice for the U.S., and now we wonder if we'll see Lauren Price back again.
Right.
She certainly is the athlete that could come back and compete in Paris. But anyway, let's see the wrap-up here in the 3rd round, Sean.
Lauren Price, she found a rhythm from the opening bell of this fight, and she never let loose of that rhythm. She never let loose of what she wanted to do and how she wanted to accomplish it. You see her in that 3rd round, big left hand landing by Lauren Price. I think she was able to beat Lee to the punch the entire way, and she will have a gold medal here soon.
the second woman from Great Britain to win gold, and the first to win gold in middleweight. Lauren Price, the #1 seed, dominating the #2 seed Lee. She came in here with a lot of emotion, dedicating her Olympics to her late grandfather, Derek, who raised her. And she's going home to show grandmother Linda a gold medal.
Kenny, I always tell young people when I see them and they ask me, how did you become a champion? I say the #1 thing you got to do is stay focused on whatever it is you want to accomplish in the sport. And right there, Price staying focused the whole way. She won practically every fight, 5-0, unanimous decisions the entire way. She dominated her way to a gold medal. Congratulations, Lauren Price.
There's her friends and teammates there to cheer her on. Lauren Price, all golden. And still to fight, Richard Torrez Jr.
Just think, he'll be driving for real soon. Every new Chevy Equinox comes standard with Chevy Safety Assist, including automatic emergency braking. Find new protection. Find new roads. Chevrolet.
T-Mobile gives you more ways than ever to get out there. We're America's largest 5G network. So get out there. Take the epic iPhone 12 with 5G with you. Current and new customers can get up to 4 on us. T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Step up, prep up to help keep you free from the risk of HIV. Descovy for PrEP, a once-daily prescription medicine that helps lower the chances of getting HIV through sex. It's not for everyone. Descovy for PrEP has not been studied in people assigned female at birth. Talk to your doctor to find out if it's right for you. Descovy is another way to PrEP. Descovy does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections, so it's important to use safer sex practices and get tested regularly. You must be HIV negative to take Descovy for PrEP, so you need to get tested for HIV immediately before and at least every 3 months while taking it. If you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your doctor right away. They may check to confirm you are still HIV negative. Serious side effects can occur, including kidney problems and kidney failure. Real life-threatening side effects include a buildup of lactic acid and liver problems. The most common side effect was diarrhea. Tell your doctor about all the medicines and supplements you take, or if you have kidney or liver problems, including hepatitis. If you have hepatitis B, do not stop taking Descovy without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about your risk of HIV and if Descovy for PrEP is right for you.
Get help paying for Descovy for PrEP. Learn more at stepupprepup.com.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Like you could fall and no one would hear? You will be fine. You will be fine. You will be fine. You will be fine.
Welcome back to CNBC's coverage of the Tokyo Games. Again, the reminder. Earlier tonight, the U.S. women's 4x400 relay team took the track. A dream team of sorts with Allison Felix, a 10-time medalist with a pair of gold medalists from Tokyo with Sydney McLaughlin, Aina Thing Mo, plus Dalila Muhammad, who won gold in Rio. This would be Felix's last Olympic race and a medal as Carl Lewis as the most decorated track and field athlete, male or female, in U.S. history.
USA in lane 7, it's Sydney McLaughlin that kicks it off.
And today's Sydney's birthday, so what a great way to bring a gold medal to Team USA on your birthday. I also have to mention, guys, I've never seen a team that wasn't the 400-meter winners of the Olympic trials. If you wanted to make this team, you had to be the Olympic champion at 800 meters, Olympic champion at the 400-meter hurdles, and going for an unprecedented 11th medal. So this team is absolutely incredible. They could have put anybody in any position. Sydney on first leg is a great choice. I'm looking for Sydney to go around 49.5 for Team USA to be on pace here to break the American record.
So Sydney McLaughlin is about to hand to her mentor, training partner, and friend,
Allison Felix.
She has spoken about how much she's learned from Coach Bobby Kersey and just being around Allison Felix. You're watching Felix's final Olympic run in what has been a stunning career.
So 50.2 for Sydney McLaughlin, but I have to mention that the first leg of the 4x4 usually runs the longest leg. As they go through the zone, sometimes they'll run anywhere from 400 to 415 meters. So if Allison can be at 49 flat, 48 high, they are still on pace to break the American record.
This is Allison Felix's 4th consecutive Olympic final for the United States, but Poland and Jamaica are a lot closer than we thought they'd be.
And Allison is on a familiar leg. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's going to pour it on right now coming home.
You may have noticed her looking up quite a bit. There's big screens. There's huge monitors at either end of the stadium. Baumgart-Witten is chasing her down. There's the exchange. Dalila Muhammad has the baton.
And that's how you take off on third leg. Dalila Muhammad looked really good. Allison Felix only 49.5. They're a little bit behind the pace. If Dalila can run 48 seconds, though, they could make up some time and still be on pace. But Dalila looking the best to me so far of the 3 legs that have run their 400-meter legs.
So many people on social media this week asking after the 400-meter hurdles final, what can these women run without barriers? Well, you're finding out tonight.
Team USA with a very healthy lead. Dalila Muhammad, the 2016 400-meter hurdles gold medalist and previous world record holder, has put in a fine run. Athing Mo, the 800-meter gold medalist here in Tokyo, gets the baton and begins the anchor leg.
And it's pretty much over now. Athing Mo is phenomenal at 400 meters. Dalila Muhammad, 48.9, phenomenal leg. She got out so hard and never gave anything back. And Athing Mo, we get to see her open up her stride. In the 800 many times, she's so conservative, but she is flat out. This is when she's most beautiful and most dangerous. She looks awesome, anchoring her first Team USA 4x4 final.
This is going to be a really fast split. Athing Mo has put the hammer down for her entire leg.
She said she didn't take anything for granted. After winning the 800, she said, I hope they put me in. As Athing Mo is going to deliver gold for Team USA. No records, but it's gold for the American quartet. Poland gets silver, Jamaica bronze. Athing Mo leaves her first Olympics with 2 gold medals.
And that was the 5th fastest performance ever. Athing Mo 48.4 all by herself. The fastest split.
And think about this, 11 Olympic medals for Allison Felix. She is the most decorated American track and field athlete ever.
Take a good look at your screen because you are unlikely to see somebody like this again in your lifetime. Allison Felix, a prodigy who was great in high school, skipped college, turned pro, and then has just been producing year after year. If this is her final Olympics, and she has said that it is, then that's the way you want to go out with gold.
The 4x4 is in great hands with Athing Mo and Sydney McLaughlin.
The United States 4x4 women have just run the fastest time since 1993. Here is Sydney McLaughlin handing off to Allison Felix. She gave Allison Felix a pretty good lead, and Allison Felix extended it.
And Allison, used to running the second leg, did exactly what she needed to do and hands off to Dalila Muhammad, who ran one of the better legs here. She took off and never looked back and opened up quite the lead as she would hand off to the young superstar 800-meter Olympic champion Athing Mo. And much like Dalila Muhammad, she too, from the very start of this race, went all out and never gave anything back. She too extended the lead, and Team USA dominant in this run.
A brilliant finish from the 19-year-old, and there's the reaction from the Olympic legend. You know, that word legend is used pretty loosely, but it is so appropriate with Allison Felix.
Absolutely unbelievable. They make it look so easy. When we return, a look back at some of the other memorable golden moments from these past 2 weeks in Tokyo.
See you want from me? What do you want? Hi, my name is what? My name is.
You used to call me on my cell phone. Guys, we're on.
No.
Scene 2, rated PG.
I love you.
It's true about the real deal not coming around at all.
It's Kimberly. She makes her laugh. And I have, oh yeah, that's right. I have milk in here.
I want to be near her. I think I've always loved you. If there was ever a time to win her back, it's now or never.
I promise. See you and me.
Order showtime today.
How could it be the same illegal accident?
You want my little sneakers?
Nah, this is a lizard.
Welcome back to our CNBC studio. I'm Megan Triplett. One last reminder, still one boxing match remaining. The men's super heavyweight division as American Richard Torrez Jr. goes for gold. In the meantime, when Pierre de Coubertin created the modern Olympics in 1896, diversity was not a priority. But as the games have evolved and moved into their third century, we see diversity is embedded in the games. In the variety of events, in the sizes and shapes, and colors and cultures of the men and women, there were no women in the 1896 games who compete, all coming together to create golden moments.
The first of those over 200 flags, familiar blue and white of Greece. Very nice ode to Japanese tradition in the bow as they enter.
The beating heart of the Olympics are its athletes.
No nation has won more medals at the Summer Olympics than the United States of America. And Naomi Osaka lights the cauldron. The Tokyo Games underway.
Sorna's got the gold! An incredible performance!
No one will be able to catch her. And the first ever Olympic gold medal in women's canoeing goes to Nevin Harrison of the United States.
It's the perfect thing that I could have asked for. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
So it is the young man from Queensland that is the king of the park course here in Tokyo.
The first American woman to win Olympic gold in Taekwondo.
The first U.S. women's finalist to take any Olympic medal of any color.
Remember this, you may never see anything like it again.
Tom Pidcock, the 21-year-old from Leeds, an Olympic gold medalist for the first time.
One target away from gold in Tokyo women's ski. And she got it!
Welcome to the show. Momiji Nishia taking the gold. And we have an Olympic champion, and it is Benjamin Savchek of Slovenia.
And Mizutani Ito takes the gold medal. What a remarkable performance.
Hands in the air like you just don't care. Carissa Moore, your Olympic gold medalist.
Agatsuma makes the catch, and Japan has won gold again.
The first ever Olympic champion in 3x3 basketball.
Hey, Mom and Dad, now your daughter's a gold medalist.
There it is, Hashimoto Daiki bringing home the gold, literally, to Japan.
Olympic record on the clean and jerk. There is the Tokyo 2020 Olympic champion.
Los Manos for the gold. The 2-point gold medal winner.
To the line, who will get there? Italy may have just grabbed the gold. David Greaves to share the gold medal. It will be Nick Keeman. Get it done for the Dutch.
Please tell us, how did you just do that?
Don't know. Flojo's 31-year record from 1988 at 10:62 has just fallen. 61.715. It's gold.
He's got a gold medal. It's going to be hung around his neck. There's a celebration for you, isn't it? The big men, they'll get injured trying to lift that kind of weight.
It's black gold for New Zealand in Tokyo. They are simply the best.
It's a metaphor for all the good in this world, man. He's good in this world. Just have to believe, man. That's gold.
Good Charlotte, you are golden. I don't know what they're feeding the kids in Great Britain and BMX, but they are delivering. It's a gold medal for the kid from the Gold Coast. Logan Martin, take a bow.
Can she get those long legs stretched out to more than 1550? Yes! Yes! It's a world record!
Gutsy and golden. Xander Schauffele is an Olympic champion.
This is the biggest achievement of my career, the biggest achievement you can even imagine. So to have this around my neck is the most awesome achievement ever.
Holman, 68.98 on a first throw, takes the gold.
It is Liu Yong, who was close to the podium the last time around. He's atop the podium this time.
Chusi winning gold, 102.6.
It's going to be gold for Norway. 45.94. It's a world record, an Olympic record. 78 meters plus sends Anita Włączyk back to Poland with her third consecutive gold. Tamira Mensah-Stock of the United States has won an Olympic gold medal.
I love representing the U.S. I freaking love living there. I love it. And I'm so happy I get to represent USA.
Then DeGrasse close. It's Miles, DeGrasse, Van Norik. Here comes Andre DeGrasse. And finally, the Canadian strikes gold at the games.
Score 98.8 and the total 195.90. They are the gold medalists.
Cuna's going to come in first place. There's no doubt about that.
Anna Marcella Cuna takes out the victory.
Sydney McLaughlin, a world record again. 51.47.
Mayer, his fantastic horse explosion W, take the gold.
Talakatse cleats it. Kenny Jerkin for another record. Oh, yes. He has done it again. That's it. Canada quick revenge. Their first win over the USA in 20 years. And it's in that. That is it. The United States has won the gold medal. The Thingmo is going to deliver gold for Team USA. Gold for the American quartet. Japan has won their precious baseball gold medal.
They're golden in moments that these athletes will definitely remember forever. When we return back to boxing, Richard Torrez Jr. looking to win gold in the super heavyweight division.
Step up, prep up to help keep you free from the risk of HIV. Descovy for PrEP, a once-daily prescription medicine that helps lower the chances of getting HIV through sex. It's not for everyone. Descovy for PrEP has not been studied in people assigned female at birth. Talk to your doctor to find out if it's right for you.
Descovy is another way to PrEP. Descovy does not prevent other sexually transmitted infections, so it's important to use safer sex practices and get tested regularly. You must be HIV negative to take Descovy for PrEP, so you need to get tested for HIV immediately before and at least every 3 months while taking it. If you think you were exposed to HIV or have flu-like symptoms, tell your doctor right away. They may check to confirm you are still HIV negative. Serious side effects can occur, including kidney problems and kidney failure. Rare life-threatening side effects include a buildup of lactic acid and liver problems. The most common side side effect was diarrhea. Tell your doctor about all the medicines and supplements you take, or if you have kidney or liver problems, including hepatitis. If you have hepatitis B, do not stop taking Descovy without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about your risk of HIV and if Descovy for PrEP is right for you.
Get help paying for Descovy for PrEP. Learn more at stepupprepup.com.
Day 15, Coco Geekon Arena, Kenny Rice, Sean Porter, 276th bout coming up. The very last one of these games. It is the super heavyweight gold medal bout. Richard Torrez Jr. of Tulare, California. Bakhodir Jalalov from Uzbekistan. It is a rematch, one that Torrez will never forget. He was knocked out cold by Jalalov. That was in 2019 in the World Championships, so much so that Torrez had to be taken out on a stretcher. He said then, though, he's learned a lot. We'll see how much. As here comes Bakhodir Jalalov, the #1 seed. He is the first to medal in this weight class for Uzbekistan since 2000. No fighter from Uzbekistan has ever won a gold in super heavyweight. He is 6'7", maybe conservatively listed as 243 pounds. He has fought as high as around 270, and you see how agile the big man is. And here comes the 22-year-old from Tulare, California, Richard Torrez Jr., the #3 seed in this tournament. He's 6'2", weighs about 227, light for the super heavyweight division, which goes from 201 on up. It is wide open, much like we're seeing in professional heavyweight ranks these days, where a 270-pounder is considered a heavyweight in the heavyweight ranks.
He has used his size to his advantage. He has been in nothing but exciting matches. He's dominated just about everybody he's been in the ring with. We'll see a never-ending gas tank that he has, and he'll need that and more against Jalalov.
He certainly remembers Jalalov. The only man that's really knocked him out cold in his career. But that was 2 years ago.
You gotta stop saying cold, kid. You gotta stop saying cold.
They took him out on a stretcher, Sean.
I know.
It was rough. And he knows it's rough, and he talked to you about that.
It was 2 years ago, Kenny.
He says he's ready. We'll see if he is. He certainly came in here with great expectations. The young man who was the valedictorian of Mission Oaks High School in Tulare, California. He's a bit of a renaissance man. He's the captain of this team. He plays guitar. He's an amateur magician. He built a robot at one time, and he's captain of the chess squad. And again, he's the #3 seed in the super heavyweight division.
Kenny, as this fight starts, I'm going to tell you what I know about Richard Torrez. He's very studious. He's a valedictorian. He's smart. Not only that, he loves the sport of boxing. And he watches a lot of film. This fight that he had 2 years ago when he was knocked out, not going to say cold by Jalalov, but he was knocked out. He says he's learned from it. I believe it. That defense that he's using right now shows an adjustment that he's made over the last 2 years. He's going to need that defense, and he's going to use that jab.
It's obvious the size difference. 5 inches in height, the reach advantage going to Jalalov in the red. Ducking underneath him is Torrez. This weight class was added to the Olympics in 1984. Terrell Biggs of the U.S. won the first gold. Then 4 years later in '88, Riddick Bowe won a silver. But since then, no U.S. fighter had even reached the semifinals until this year with Torrez.
A lot of people think that boxing is just running the hands and hitting one another. But guess what? Richard Torrez starting off using defense before using his hands. That defense is going to open up the shot.
Let's go, Richard. Let's go.
It's because of the defense. He's using that U motion with his hand, the body movement, and he set up an overhead left with that movement. And he's going to keep looking for it. Great punch to throw against a taller fighter.
Remember, he's been able to knock down. We've seen him knock down fighters throughout this tournament. or rough him up at least, so we know there's power from Torrez, who is undaunted by a bigger fighter here in Jalalov, even though they're both officially super heavyweights.
So so again, let's go back to the intelligence of Richard Torrez. He landed a big left. He started to look for it, but once he sees that it's not there, he's going back to the body, jabs to the body, and he's trying to set up that overhand left again.
He ducks under Jalalov there. Jalalov trying to reach out. Torrez doing a nice job so far.
And this is going to be a very hard fight for Torrez. Even though it looks like he's in control, I'll tell you why it's going to be a hard fight for Torrez, because Torrez has to fight to get to the inside. He's got to fight just to get the fight started. He's got to get inside of that straight left. And he's got to land a big right hook, big overhand left of his own. And he's controlling Jalalov in this first round, but it ain't over. It's going to be a long night for both gentlemen.
Jalalov is a two-time world champion. Of course, he beat Torrez a couple of years ago in the world championship. Final round, final minutes of round one. Jalalov holding on to the belt. Torrez got a couple of nice shots in as Bakhodir Jalalov of Uzbekistan goes back to his court. The Uzbekistan team was great in 16. They had 3 gold medals, 7 medals total, but the only one they won in these Olympics belongs to the man in red, Jalalov.
Big left hand right there by Jalalov. By Torrez. Big straight, big overhand left by Torrez. And he set it up by using head movement and going to the body. One thing you do against a taller fighter is you start at the body and you work your way up.
Now you see Richard Torrez Jr., what a run he has had coming in here. They talked about his size being undersized most of the way against his fighters, but he has been smart, he has been aggressive, and the judges have rewarded him with that first round. He has gotten 3 of the 5 judges' votes. He had some big punches in that first round, and off to a good start is Richard Torrez Jr., trying to end the U.S. drought for men. It's been 2004, Andre Ward, since an American man has won a boxing gold medal. Round 2. Here comes Torrez in the blue. Jalalov in the red. Jalalov stands 6'7". Torrez stands 6'2". Jalalov flicking out that jab.
Good jab right there by Jalalov. You see now Jalalov moving, trying to keep the range and distance and starting it off with the jab. This Torrez going all the way down.
Let's go. Let's go. That was calling again. I got it 102 minutes.
Was a Southwest Gold Glove champion. His father, Richard Sr., made it to the 1984 Olympic trials.
He's got to stay on the inside. Torrez cannot get lazy. He's got to stay with that head movement, and he's got to stay with trying to stay on the inside of the reach of Jalalov. As long as he's on the outside, now we see the big man trying to bully the little man. And Torrez can't allow that to happen. There you go, a little tie-up right there, and stay low if you're Torrez.
What about Jalalov here? Is Jalalov maybe a little frustrated at times? This is a different fighter than he beat 2 years ago.
Yeah, but listen.
There's a good solid shot there by Jalalov.
Torrez has to stay consistent. And right now, Torrez receiving an 8 count. No, he didn't get knocked down. No, he didn't get severely wobbled. But number 1 rule in amateur boxing is safety. Big left right there by Torrez.
Coming back here is Torrez. Torrez, while taking that standing 8 count, that does not necessarily mean this is going to be a 10-8 round. It's very different from Pro. Probably will be a 10-9.
Right. And the number 1 thing for Torrez now, gain your composure. Don't take so many chances. Get back to what was working from the body coming up.
What is more significant in this round is Torrez was warned about keeping his head down. He had a point taken away. It won't show up on the card here as they take a look there at the cut on the left side of the eye. It won't show up in the round itself, right? But it will show up in the cumulative score at the end, and every point is going to count on this when they total it up. Right. Torrez won the first. That's what happens with 5-judge scoring system that we've learned throughout. And now here comes Jalalov, who seems to have found new confidence in himself as he tries to corner and does Torrez.
Big left hand right there by Jalalov. Practically knocking Torrez across the ring.
Jalalov is having a good round after losing the first to Torrez.
Very good round for Jalalov.
Listen. Final seconds of round 2. Rough round for Torrez. He took a standing 8 count and he lost a point on a hard warning. And a hard warning is tougher than taking a standing 8 count as far as the point goes.
Right. He went through a lot in that one round. And it's like I said at the beginning, this is going to be a fight for him. And it's not just running his hands, it's also the defense and everything that's required for him to stay on the inside of those long arms. Right there, big overhand left by Jalalov. And like I said, right there was the ref stepping in for an 8 count. Number 1 rule in amateur boxing is safety. Doesn't mean he automatically loses that round 10-8. However, with points being taken, that was a big round for Jalalov.
There you see the 2-time world champ. They work on the left eye of Richard Torrez Jr.
Now, stand at 8.
And that is unanimous for Jalalov. That was a huge round for him. In addition to the point taken away from Torrez, here is the third and final round in the super heavyweight. Richard Torrez Jr. in the blue, Tulare, California. He needs a big punch. He needs some knockdowns, if not a knockout, against Bakhodir Jalalov of Uzbekistan. He's the captain of the U.S. team that's had its best run since 2000 in Sydney. Earlier tonight, Keyshawn Davis won silver. And it's been a good run with Duke Reagan getting silver in the men's division. Of course, O'Shea Jones getting welterweight bronze. 4 medals for U.S. fighters.
I tell you what, for 2 weeks, we've seen Torrez show us why he's the Olympic captain for the U.S. Olympic team. And now it's time for him to turn it on and not let off. I believe he can do that, but he's got a tough test ahead of him. And Jalalov, who's bigger size, heavy hand on that left hand, and he seems to catch Torrez on his way in, catches him low on top of the head. That's really taking a toll on Torrez.
Torrez needs a big punch in an opening here. We've seen him land a couple of hard lefts. He certainly needs one right now.
You see him going to the body. He's trying to set it up, but this is what he can't afford. Number 1, he can't afford to have a lull in the action. He's got to keep working his hands. But more than that, he can't allow Jalalov to lay on him and wear him down. He needs everything he's got to land a big overhand left. I see him trying to set that overhand left up. But once he gets close, Jalalov being smart and tying up Torrez and also land on him. Look at that right there. That's smart boxing by Jalalov to lay on Torrez and wear him down.
He's told that again, but there's no hard warning against Jalalov.
Yeah.
As he ties him up again. Jalalov has been here, 2-time world champ, as we said. More international experience. The 22-year-old Torrez, though, putting up a great fight here. He has given all he went to a man that is much taller, outweighs him by at least probably 30 pounds or more.
Well, he's got 45 seconds left. Let's see what he can do.
And Jalalov holds again. This is about the 3rd time he's been warned in this round for holding.
Let's see what's going to happen here.
30 seconds to go. Gold medal on the line. Torrez in the blue. Jalalov in the red.
You know, I got to say, Jalalov, he fought a smart fight. You see this right here? Just laying on Torrez, stopping Torrez from getting started, and really kind of, after that first round, Jalalov understood that he needed the jab in order to win and beat Torrez, and that's what he started to do.
And Jalalov holds on again. It's a different Torrez than he fought 2 years ago. He's put up a really impressive effort here in this gold medal fight. Bakhodir Jalalov of Uzbekistan going to his corner there. You see Richard Torrez Jr. came in here as the number
I
3
want to
seed.
say I gave Torrez the first,
So much as Golden
and I gave Torrez the last.
the legendary Jack Dempsey.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you this.
But with the
First of all,
knockdown,
we talk about this last
we're really
round here.
with the point taken away.
Jab is what really set the record straight for Jalalov. He was able to use the jab to keep Torrez on the end of his shots. And then I think the other thing that Jalalov did very well, after landing those big shots like that right there, he was able to lay on Torrez and wear him down. But this is what I like about Torrez. Torrez isn't going to make any excuses. And that's what you have to admire that in a man such as Torrez.
勝者男子スーパーヘビー級金メダリストはユナニマスディシジョンにより
Jalalov takes gold in the super heavyweight division. What a great run for Richard Torrez Jr. 3 American boxers taking silver in the men's division. They got a bronze on the women's side. And the Captain Torrez put up a great effort against a much taller, bigger man. It has been an exciting tournament here and the best showing for the U.S. since 2000 in the ring. For Sean Porter, I'm Kenny Rice. That's it from Tokyo.
So, if you have a flat tire, dead battery, need a tow, or lock your keys in, Geico's emergency roadside assistance is there 24/7. Oh dear, I've got a flat tire. Yeah, can you find a take where it's a bit more dramatic on that last line, yeah? Yeah, I got it here. Someone help me! I have a flat tire! Oh, it's good for me. What do you think?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Introducing the big 5G upgrade from Metro by T-Mobile.
You just gotta sign do this junk in the Hathaway certainty. It's like the past, it's like the future, but it's the present. It's how we rocking. And I'm out. Lord, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. Y'all know I got a 9:30 block, a 12:30 block, and I got a late night block. Make sure y'all tune in the morning for the 9:30 block. Yeah, 3 silvers in the gold. 3 silvers in the bronze. It's all good. It's all good. 3 silvers in the bronze. It's all good. Make sure y'all tune in the morning for the morning block at 9:30 a.m. Appreciate everybody sliding through. I'm out. Yo, you too, Thomas. Be safe. Look.